myself, I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dirty soul to treat me like a stain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Texans going up against the Broncos.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 49 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Akeem Hunt now to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down, Williams. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try to run for it with Miller. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to work. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it. This is Booker. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw on 2nd down, Williams. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly right at the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Williams on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right there around the 35-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Williams now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. From the gun, it's Lynch. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, ended up in the end zone. How about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. first down carry now for Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Williams looking to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Williams to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? They're going to try and throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. Fourth and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But fourth and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. So 2nd and 10 here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. It's a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Come on, let's go!
Throwing again, Williams. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. First down, this is McCaffrey, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Williams. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 66 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
They go play action with Lynch. Going up top. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success. Williams loses the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Lynch. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down. 3rd and 5.
Watch that in. Cut it right. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Lynch to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Forced out to his left. He's to the 10, and he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
This will be caught at about the 6. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Detroit! Let's go! 3-19!
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Big play here. 3rd down and goal, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos add on.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw. Williams. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. Number 150 in his great career as he continues to climb the all-time leaderboard. Now Williams throwing on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Lynch on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Lynch. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he's forced out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And now here's a carry heading left. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Dante Moncrief from 6 yards away. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Williams now. From the gun, he'll throw. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Quick move by Miller. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And the play clock's running down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Gun.
A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
After the interception, here's Lynch. He's going to take another shot here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And his kick is right through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking to throw. Williams. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Try it here. He's back to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A second down carry for Booker. They find some open field here. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the backup, Boykin, his first throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Texans on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Williams. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Looks to be right around the 40. Now it's Miller running right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw. Williams. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Red 38.
Here's Williams throwing on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They go back to the ground now with Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.